people, I'm coming to you live still in Albuquerque, but tomorrow morning I plan on hitting the road. I am going live to let you know that I'll be headed east. I was planning on doing another video with details on my route and things like that. But as you know, a week or so ago, I just mentioned that I was headed east, and people contacted me through my website and really basically filled my schedule. So, unfortunately, I don't think I could schedule anything else in. I'm booked the whole month of July. So, I picked up Red Baron from the paint shop. It needs some touch up. The guy said he'll touch it up after I do the performance modification engine transmission install. But I am leaving here tomorrow, going to Oklahoma City. We'll stay one night in Oklahoma City, then I'm going to Cincinnati, Ohio. I will be in Cincinnati, Ohio until the 9th of July. Then I'm headed to Hudson Valley area of New York. Then I'm headed to New Hampshire. Then I'm gonna go back down to New York City. Then I'm gonna head west and work my way to Chicago. And then from Chicago, the end of the month, I'm gonna work my way back to Albuquerque. Then I'm gonna fix up Red Baron and head back east. Now, I do have time for short stops. Couple hours here and there, help you with something, maybe stay over the night. However, I'm doing a few major jobs out there on the east side. We're going to do maybe 2 manual swaps, taking 850 automatics and installing 5-speeds. I'm going to do a cylinder head or 2. I'm going to do another manual swap over in the Chicago area. Then I'm going to do an engine swap in that area. So there's some big jobs that I'm doing. And to be honest with you, I've been contemplating doing a cylinder head tour. A tour that I would primarily help people replace the cylinder heads on their car, whether they got a blown head gasket from a coolant issue or have a burnt valve. So I am going to be on the road the whole month of July. If you want to try to connect, let me know. Go to my website, call me, send me a text, leaving me messages about visiting you on YouTube channel. It doesn't work for me. I'm sad to say I can't even find those messages 3-4 days later. Leaving me a message through Facebook Messenger, sad to say that doesn't do it for me either. You need to call or text me to get me to connect with you. Because I don't have Facebook Messenger on my telephone, I don't want to give Facebook that kind of access to my phone. Unfortunately, well, maybe fortunately, I had to get a new phone. A couple people asked why I was cutting videos short, why I wasn't putting more content in videos. It was because I was having major issues with my phone. My battery was dying 2-3 times a day. I couldn't sustain charge times longer than 3 or 4 hours. So I just, couldn't do it. So I actually went to the phone store and found another phone as durable as the last one I had. I have no idea why people purchase phones for their children and that can easily fail. For instance, I had a viewer actually sent me a Galaxy 6. 18 hours, no, I take that back. 16 hours into owning that phone, I cracked the screen. The phone slipped out of my hand, I was sitting in the car. It slid down my body. I tried to catch it with my foot. Touched the ground. Cracked the screen. 2 days later, I was talking on the phone with the person that sent it to me. My hand got tangled up in my headset. I fumbled the phone. The phone hit the ground. Kaboom. It was gone. Gone in 3 days. Now, the other phone that I had, a Motorola Droid Turbo 2, that thing was indestructible. Leave it on the car, slam the hood on it, drop it, step on it, kick it. Heck, one time I was with a viewer, and we were driving down the street talking, and I make a hand movement, the phone flew out the window. We had to stop the car. I had to run back and get it. You could not break that screen. Maybe if I dropped it out of an airplane, that would have done it. But the screen had a indestructible layers on it that was good for up to 4 stories. And then it wasn't the screen that broke at that time. It was the phone internals. So, man, I finally found another phone that is supposed to be as durable. It's a Kyocera, one of those names. It's a printing company. They have a phone. It's on its 2nd or 3rd generation. It's a Dual Force 2, something like that. And this phone is also supposed to be indestructible. I drop things. I step on things. I leave them on the car. They fall off. I set them here. They fall. There's no way I could have an iPhone or any of those Galaxy things. They just wouldn't last with me. I need a phone I can drop and step on every day. So I did get a new phone. I am using that phone right now. Haven't had it 24 hours. Surprisingly, I think I've only dropped it twice so far. One time it fell off the sofa. The other time, I don't know what I did. But anyway, I got a protective skin on the display. So if it gets scratched up, I can replace that. I hope to have this phone 2, 3, 4 years. Anyway, if you want to connect with me while I'm traveling, you want me to look at something on your car, you want me to help with something that will take less than a day, let me know. I still can probably squeeze a few things in. There is a lady that I was helping in the Louisville, Kentucky area. Some of you guys remember that car. A few people recommended that the car be sent to the crusher. Nonetheless, unfortunately, she can't afford to do that. Sadder than that, she can't afford to buy the parts to finish repairs on it. So, if there's any of you guys out there that can spare $5 or $10, go to my website, go to my PayPal, and send a few bucks to help this lady out. I need to purchase about $200 worth of additional parts. I've already collected some. That will not totally restore the car. That will get the car to a safely functioning condition. Right now, that she really should not be driving that car. So, if you can do that, help me out. I'd appreciate it. I will come live letting you guys know when we've reached that budget to help that lady out. And that's just something that I would like to do to help somebody that's in need. So, appreciate you tuning in. I'm trying to wrap things up here in the Albuquerque area before I leave town. Panther is already loaded to the ground, and I haven't even loaded up my personal items for the trip. I got parts that I'm dropping off as I go to various places. Again, if you need some help and I can't get you to this trip, I could probably start scheduling in August and maybe even start scheduling in September. So, October, I'm probably going to go southeast. I have a niece in the Orlando, Florida area that said that she is going to be getting married, and I am invited to that, so I will probably make my way there. Don't have any firm plans on going west, but hey, I can be persuaded. I do want to say one thing about my Denver trip. If any of you guys have a more expensive bypass than they do in Denver, let me know. was going to Denver area. There was a bypass to get around some traffic. I didn't know it was tolled till I headed that way. Wasn't sure what the toll would be. I think I traveled 24 miles on that bypass. I got the bill yesterday, almost $1 a mile. I don't think it was that expensive running around the Dallas area. So if you guys got a more expensive highway than that, let me know. I will avoid that. I promise you, I will. So, appreciate you tuning in. I'm getting ready to make a couple stops, head back home, pack up the car, and I will be headed east. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Have a great day.